Hello everybody, Little Gamer here, and welcome to a brand new Create-A-Sim video. This Create-A-Sim is of a single mother and her 3 children. The single mother's name is Amina Rashid, or Rashid, or Rahid, not Rashid and Rashid, but Rashid or Rahid. I'm sorry, I practiced the pronunciation multiple times, but I still seem to get it wrong, but I have made an effort. And will continue to do so. You will not see me be creating Amina. You will not see her hair. You will not see any exorbitant amounts of skin. She is a very conservative hijabi. She dresses modestly. She does not show her skin, nor does she show her hair. I have decided that this is what I was going to do while I was creating her. This is because I have heard from many members of the Islamic community that they are tired of media always taking the hijab off of the Islamic woman or Muslim woman, or taking off the niqab of this woman or her burqa for the TV, especially in many scenes, and I just want to be as respectful as possible, so I decided not to show me creating her. In her sleeping outfit, she does not have her hijab on, so that is why you do not see her sleeping outfit either. Now, this is her youngest daughter, Fatima. I actually looked up the meanings of their names while I was choosing them, and Fatima means chaste, motherly. Fatima Zahra, Fatima Zahra, I think that's how you pronounce it, was the daughter of Muhammad and his wife Khadija. I am so sorry if I am butchering those. I practiced it beforehand, but I am so bad with any names. Even anglicized names I mess up with. And Amina's name means honest and faithful. Now, Fatima, she is the youngest child. She does not understand why her father is gone. I will go ahead and explain to you who her father is, his name, and what happened to him. Now, Amina, she married a man named Muhammad many years ago. About 10 years ago, she married him. And they had their twins 9 years ago. Their twins are Rahima and Ahmed. Rahima, her name means merciful, kind, and compassionate. And Ahmed, I saw 2 meanings for his name. One meant highly praised, and the other one said one who prays. So I don't know which one is the quote-unquote correct one, so I'm using the both of what I saw. There could be more definitions, I do not know. But the story behind them is that Amina lost her husband Muhammad to a work-related accident. It was caused by a cave-in in the mine he was currently working in. It could have been avoided had his managers and the mining company themselves had taken the proper steps to ensure that something like this wouldn't happen, but it did. And as such, she is now a single mother in a land she is very, she's not used to the land she's currently lived in, as she is an immigrant woman, and they only moved to, I like to think that they moved to, Grimm's Quarry, and they only moved there about 2 years ago, so she is very unaware, and she doesn't have many friends, and she does have a bit of difficulty speaking the language. She's fluent, but sometimes she can't remember what certain phrases are. And she has trouble being able to read certain things. She can speak it fine, but reading it is a bit difficult for her. After he died, that left Amina with the twins, Rahima and Ahmed, as well as their youngest daughter, Fatima. They all mourn Muhammad's loss, and Amina is using the allotted Ida to mourn her husband before she even attempts or even thinks of remarrying. Now, from what I read, the Ida, which I could be pronouncing it completely wrong, and I'm so sorry if I am, is the I think minimum amount of time that may pass before a woman remarries, whether she's widowed or divorced. That is from what I've read. I did a lot of research on this because I wanted to make these characters, make these Sims that could represent members of the Islamic community. Now, you are probably wondering why Rahima may not be wearing a hijab. Typically, children, from what I've been told, do not wear the hijab. Also, we do not have a hijab available for children in The Sims. Some children do decide that they want to wear the hijab, and they do, and that is fine. But Rahima is not going to be wearing the hijab. She may make that decision when she becomes an older teen, or what is considered a menstruating woman, basically, to be modest. That will be her choice, that her mother will allow her to decide for herself. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a bit about the children. Fatima, she's a very sweet child. The youngest, the toddler. She's a very sweet child. She's very bubbly. She loves her mother. She loves her siblings. And her favorite cartoon is Blib Block with Orange. I like to think that maybe Orange Bailey Moon is a child actor. From the recent, not the recent, shit, it's been 2 years, but from the Get Famous pack. She loves that TV show, and so she watches it all the time, much to the annoyance of her older siblings. Now, Rahima, she's a very sweet girl. She understands that her father has passed, and that means he's never going to come back. She knows that he is in a better place, and her mother has told her that he is in the afterlife. Now, I have not done enough research to fully understand the Islamic afterlife, so I do not feel comfortable speaking about it. I would rather someone who has more research and more experience in learning about it to speak of such matters. So I will not delve in more to there, but from what I have heard, it is a very good place, without suffering of any kind. But yes, so Rahima knows that her father is there, and that he is no longer suffering, and that he will be quite content where he is. But she cannot help but miss her father, because she was and is a daddy's girl. She's a very sweet child, and she has noticed that because of the loss of her father, her mother has had to get 2 different jobs to help support them, as they are a very poor family. And so she helps with her younger sibling. She helps with the household chores. She tries to lend as much of a hand as she can so that she can relieve the stress from her mother. And she's a very sweet girl, and her mother is very grateful for her. But that doesn't mean that she's not allowed to be a child. Her mother is quite stubborn on ensuring that all of her children have a childhood. Now, Ahmed, he is a very sprightly young man. He's got a personality. You meet him and you know he's got a personality. While he is a very kind-hearted child, he's also a bit on the mischievous side. Whenever his mom makes sweets, he'll always try and sneak one when she's not looking, but let's be honest, every mother knows when their kid's gonna go and try and sneak something. They know it. I think it's just something that you inherit when you become a mom. You know. And so he's had his hand lightly thwacked with the wooden spoon or what was ever in her hand. Whenever he goes to reach for it. And he's exactly like his father. He looks so much like his father, Muhammad. And yeah, he's very mischievous. However, he's also very helpful to his mother. He always dives in to try and fix things and try to settle things and help with the other with the toddler as well. If there's a broken chair, he figures out how to fix it. If there's a broken pipe, and it's not like a dangerous leak, it's just a normal little leak, he knows how to tend to it and how to fix it. He's constantly reading books, learning about basic repairs, and he's a very handy child. He also helps his mother in her garden, and yeah, he's a very sweet child. Now, we are coming to the end of this video, and there's so much more I wish I could tell you about them, but you will just have to play with them to find out, and they can be part of your stories, or they can be your townies to add more diversity. Anyway, I hope you have all had a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!